exploring lakes, rivers, and reservoirs across the country with an unyielding goal to enlighten viewers from a fisheye perspective. Come along and we'll investigate the habitat. Much more than a fishing show, this is an eye-opening aquatic experience. Welcome to Kim Stricker's Hook and Look. The natural lakes throughout Florida cultivate a virtual jungle of vegetation.
Oh my gosh.
Surely a flourishing habitat with a history of producing lunker-sized largemouths. This week, Kim and legendary angler Shaw Grigsby probe the mats and scattered flora.
I like it when they mash it.
Punching a rage bug will produce the big girl. Yet it appeared the majority of the fish were out and about. So, ultimately, when it came to catching numbers, the cricket was the ticket.
This is a public body of water, one of the most heavily fished lakes we have in the state. You know, we have basically 3 or 4 main tournament lakes, which is, you know, St. Johns River, Harris Chain, and Okeechobee, and Kissimmee Chain. That's it. That's the main tournament, Harris Chain right here.
Right.
So,
and Harris has been fishing good the last.
It's been real good, real good. The potential is just, you know, we can catch some big ones. So let's hope we do today and have a good time. And it's just, man, this is like being in Michigan on a summer day.
Yes, it's not exactly a Chamber of Commerce day here in Central Florida. Still, the climatic fluctuation can and should be expected throughout the winter months.
So that, you know, that mat right in front of you, the hydrocotyl, that stuff is just perfect. All these mats, though, even though it's got, you know, junk and everything in it, it's all good. Like punching right through the hydrilla,
right,
is perfect. You know, most people look for that, or cabbage, or, you know, just, man, Florida is blessed with so much vegetation. Tell me this isn't a mat. This is where you jerk one of those gymongos out, you know. Oh my gosh! Mudfish.
Oh, it is?
No, it's a bass. Look at the size of that one. Oh my gosh, Kim! Look at the size of this. Oh, when I pulled him out, I thought, it's too big to be a bass. Look at this.
Way to start us off.
Look at that. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
That's great.
Come on, man. That's like perfect. And he ate that bug.
Rage bug.
Little 1-ounce tungsten. Look at this fish. I mean, you talk about pig. And you can see if you look at the girth right there, that is time to spawn. And hasn't yet. I mean, the fins are perfect. Oh my gosh. How awesome is that?
Fantastic, Shaw. Way to start us off.
Was that awesome? That early catch punching a rage bug through thick matted vegetation really set the pace for what we do most of our 2 days of filming. Little did we know at the time, it was very misleading. Shaw and I proceeded to pitch for hours at a variety of vegetation, never getting another decent strike, only a couple dinks.
What's cool about Florida is the diversity of vegetation that we have. You just don't have this much stuff, really, you know.
Everywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got eelgrass, invasive hydrilla, hyacinth, water lettuce, lily pads, and it just keeps going. So I think we just keep moving. It's all working out. We just aren't getting the flipping bites that I thought we were going to get underneath this stuff.
Grass is thick here.
Yeah, you can see dark spots.
Yeah.
You know, that's the advantage of having Strike King glasses. You can see the dark spots, so you can see light where the hydrilla is and then dark where the open holes, and you just want to do that. And you can approach those open holes a number of ways. You could throw an ocho in it. You could throw, you know, you could pitch the same deal we're flipping with. You can pitch it in those holes. Or you can cover them with the cricket, come across the top and kind of let it settle a little bit in them and then get it going again. Got him. Come on, Kim. Right across the hole. You put it across
I'm
the
bringing
hole.
in bass, I'm bringing in grass.
Bass and grass and everything else.
He's too big.
Oh, you need the net?
No, he's
okay.
okay.
But you say that, that's a nice fish. Come on, man.
He's a little better than I thought he was.
So, that's the exact tournament size bass. In Florida, and I was talking on the way down that Florida, this is what you catch with an occasional one of this. So that's the main fish that you catch right there. 2-pounder all day long.
And then you stick one like you did.
I like it. But the thunder cricket, and you're using the, actually you're using blue craw, which is green pumpkin with the blue hay. That's a beautiful color. My goodness, beautiful color. I like it. Worked just like it's supposed to.
Catch me the big ones on the cricket too?
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, there you go. Dude, that blue craw, I may be changing. I got green pumpkin, it's about the same, and this thing is choking them. That's awesome. I mean, drills them too.
Right, yeah, right
top
in the
center.
nose.
And that's because that hook rides up. I mean, that's what the Strike King Thunder Cricket does. It's about the perfect bait to cover water.
Awesome.
Like
I'm not going to let it drift too far here.
Thunder Cricket King. I'm changing to blue craw. That's all there is to it.
Stick around. The Thunder Cricket continues to produce. Right after this. Hook and Look is brought to you by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures. Lose, feel the difference. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Seagar, trust Seagar when everything is on the line. And by AquaView, reinventing underwater cameras.
So, Kim is catching the fire out of them. And I've got green pumpkin, and there's not much difference between the green pumpkin and blue craw. As you can see, here's a blue craw, green pumpkin. Blue craw has this blue, beautiful blue hue to it, and he's mashing them. Plus, he's using the blade minnow in the KVD Magic color, and that combo is just amazing. So, and I'm simply just gonna thread it on as straight as possible, and get it up here, and then slide it around, and there we have it. So I'm ready to go. Got that complete package. Blade minnow, thunder cricket, blue craw. I'm ready to go catch one. You're gonna catch another 2 or 3 out here on your thunder cricket, man. They're choking that thing. I mean, they don't just hit, they just mashing you.
They're mashing it.
I like it when they mash it.
I want one of them.
Hey, it's gonna happen. Okay, so right now what you're doing is you're coming across an occasional bed and stuff, and you're picking off a male. Wait till you come back one with a hot female, right?
So all these, you feel are spawning fish right now?
I do believe. Now, they could be just hanging out in this grass, so you can still do that. That one I caught under the mat was definitely a pre-spawn. So it's just a matter of time, though. You're gonna come across one of those toads that's just gonna choke that thing. And you'll set the hook like that and it'll be an 8-pounder or a 10, maybe a 12. Big old pig. Got him.
There's a good one.
Cricket time!
Yeah,
cricket
looks like
time!
the deal right now.
Golly, you gotta love this.
Come on.
Look at this. Look at that. And look where it's hooked.
Right where it's supposed to be.
Right where it's supposed to be. Top dead center. Perfect placement. It rides upright with that hook upright like that.
Yep.
So when they choke it, right in the nose. Man.
Yeah, it's hard for them to shake it out of that nose, that's for sure. All right, Shaw.
That's it. But you know what's cool is that this rod is the Speed Stick, the Magnum hammer, And just out of the blue, I happen to look at yours and you got the Magnum hammer. This is designed for this cricket. And it's the perfect rod. When you make that cast and they come up hit it, it just loads into them and you catch just a high percentage. That's that new Lew's Magnum hammer. I love this thing. There you go. Oh, it's a big one. How long did that take? I'm getting the net.
Right there, good.
I'm getting the net. It's in the hydrilla.
Get out of this.
Come on.
Get out of this. All right.
Check that out, man. Dude, right in the hole, too, next to the good stuff. I mean, how perfect is that?
No doubt.
Man.
And the blade minnow is by far my favorite trailer on this.
Absolutely.
The action, it serpentines. With every kick of that blade, it just serpentines through the water. It looks so awesome. Puts out a lot of vibration.
Yeah, best trailer I've found for the cricket.
It seems like the fish are more out in this open stuff today. I mean, when you caught that big one right off the bat, but if
Everything
that sun
else.
pokes out,
We'll see what happens.
Good deal.
Taking into consideration that the core of any angling presentation consists of several components, today's Seagar system begins with a half-ounce Strike King Thunder Cricket, along with a blade minnow trailer. When ripping the cricket out of the hydrilla, Kim depends on the abrasion resistance of 20-pound test Seagar Tatsu fluorocarbon line. Topping off the muscle and backbone is a 7.3 medium-heavy action Lew's Custom Pro Series speed stick, paired with a Team Lew's Hypermag speed spool. Coming up, the action moves to the pads. Stay tuned.
If you spend any amount of time getting in and out of your trailered boat, you'd appreciate a trick step. Whether at the gas station, storing a bag of ice in the cooler, or simply preparing your tackle for the next day's excursion. The stability and convenience of a trick step really comes in handy when launching or retrieving your boat. You climb up and down from your deck with ease, and what's more is, you do it much more safely. Each trick step is custom fabricated with precision by Mark Pizer Manufacturing to be boat specific for the best possible fit, then powder coated for a long-lasting finish. Trick step, because getting in and out of your trailered boat should be easy.
We're done with. Ooh. You kidding me?
Was that a fish?
That was a fish. He outran me.
So we're not done? It's funny how
that makes me feel real good.
There we go. You got. Oh, there you go. Wait a minute here. I can't get in the net. He was a little too close to the boat, but he came at it again.
So that's what's embarrassing. I'm reeling it and I'm taking it off the grass, and then it, and I'm kind of reeling it. Well, I feel a little tension, but it's just like hauling, but this way I went, really? By then I missed him. So, this one I like, not a bad fish right there.
Unlike invasive hydrilla, eelgrass is native to Florida and is another specific submerged plant to locate and key in on, especially in the main lake. Spreading by rhizomes, eelgrass beds provide not only excellent cover, but a desirable environment for bass to spawn in.
Got him.
Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one.
All right.
That's a good one.
Ooh, let me get the net. I'll just get it, not worry about getting my bait in.
Oh, that's a...
Come on.
I thought he was even bigger now, but that's a good one.
Dude, he looked great when you said that. I was like, that is a pig.
He knocked the heck out of it, I'll say that. I thought that was Mr. Big the way he hit it.
That's what a cricket, you're reeling it so you're in connection with it, and it's vibrating, and when one hits it, it stretches your string.
After touching on the main lake, Shaw directed Kim to a canal basin, one which he had a history of catching big spawners.
This is that basin I was talking about, all those lily pads, but I go around the edge and then just go out in the middle, because those lily pads, they spawn on those roots.
Yeah.
And I have just caught some big ones. Now usually the water's not quite this high, but we've had a lot of rain. Oh, honey. Yeah, baby. Dude.
That's a nice one.
I don't know. You think we need a net on that one?
Well,
we'll take it.
I'll help you.
Oh, watch
Well,
the rod.
yeah, I've got your rod, or my rod.
You
Just
got
to
your
get
rod.
him in here.
Oh, there it goes.
And see that?
Hey, that's why you
That's
got
why
a
you got a
cushion.
cushion out there.
Exactly. Don't have to worry about it when you got a cushion. That's pretty funny. And again, same thing, hook top, and dude, he just choked it
Those
down in
males
there.
are in this canal making the beds.
So if they're doing that and it's 60-degree water temperature, there's got to be females. Just got to be.
Go.
Yeah.
Incoming.
I was like, we're getting him. We're just going to grip him on in the boat. Not even need a net on that one.
Incoming. Little guy. Little old male.
You got to love it though. It's such
a lot of
fun deal, you know. And most people won't throw in because they're worried about getting hung. And you just crawl it through it. It works. Yeah.
We're not saying you'll never hook a lily pad with a thunder cricket, but if you watch my underwater footage, it's surprising how well the lure can be crawled through the stems without getting hung up.
Up next, Shaw talks about the spawn. We'll be right back. This portion of Hook and Look is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time. Evinrude, the only outboard that lets you have it all. The original Wacky Tool, your soft bait's best mate. Trick Step, because getting in and out of your trailer boat should be easy. And by Indian River, Michigan Tourist Bureau. Pure waters, pure trails, pure north.
And Hinga.
That thing's very fun.
So many people confuse them with cormorants, you know.
It's interesting as can be watching an anhinga feed underwater.
Yeah, spear bluegill. It's so cool.
They'll dive down, spear it, and bring it to the surface and swallow it.
Yeah. They shake it off,
Yep.
catch it, done.
That's a fish.
That's it. Digging?
He's coming.
Look
he's
at
coming.
the giant bass!
Coming in.
Look at the colors. Tell me that's not like a spawner.
Yeah,
I mean, that is like doing it right now.
that is.
I mean, when you have that bright of colors, whoo, that's pretty.
You're right.
Right now, they're building beds, the water temperature's getting to 60, but when they spawn, the actual spawn, you see the colors change. It's not this mottled bass anymore, it's this beautiful,
Silvery.
you know, rattlesnakes. Yeah, they light up. I mean, they literally glow. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, no.
That's
Now,
that.
that would be a little male.
That'd be a little male.
Yep.
And you'd have to think that right there next to where you just threw was a big old female that he was playing with.
Now, typically, when they're actually in the act of spawning, they don't really pay much attention to the lure, do they?
No, their brains are just like ours. The world could fall apart, and they don't care. So you really, it's hard to catch one when they're all like that, rattlesnaked up, unless it's right at the end, you know, where the eggs are there and they're just finishing up, and then you could have that, because the male's very protective at that point.
And the female will stick around a couple of days after that?
I've seen some Kim stick around, you know, 5 days, 6 days, and I've seen some spawn and leave. Just leave. I'm not even sticking around. And that's ridiculous. So you just don't know what it's going to be. I think every fish is a little individualistic like that. Mm-hmm. Some are really, you know, I'm going to make sure this, you know, this hatch survives and this spawn's going to be good. And then others are just like, don't care, I'm gone.
Obviously, you've won a lot of money bed fishing on this particular body of water, too.
Yes, sir.
And so you've definitely taught me a few things about it.
Well, what's cool is when you go underwater, you teach everybody about stuff that you just don't realize. You know what I mean? And that's what's fun is we view it from here, you can view it from down there, the way it really happens, and that's real cool. Well, I always enjoy watching it.
There he is.
Ooh, ooh! I told you, out of those roots.
Off the roots.
Out of the roots.
Out of the roots.
Oh, oh! I missed him. I missed him. Bring him back up here.
Come on up here. Come on up here, fishy.
Isn't that awesome?
That was awesome.
You pull it through the roots.
That's it. This cricket is something else, man. I'm telling you.
It's simply not just my favorite, but it's one of the best baits I've ever thrown, ever. And it's easy. You know, it's you can work it slow, you can work it fast, you can do just about anything with it. It just works.
Right.
It calls them.
And you can see that little isolated patch of lily pads.
And boom, there he is.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
Thank you, fishy.
It's always a pleasure getting together with Shaw. And it's always a pleasure getting together with you as well. Thank you for tuning in. And until next time, a very heartfelt
Hook and look.
Hook and Look is a Kim Stricker production.